Hello, good evening. At this time, we're going to talk about speech writing, and this is chapter 1, the art of speech writing. Let's start with this class, okay? So, according to Aristotle, the triangle rhetoric art of persuasion include three: ethos. When we say ethos, this is the character of the speaker or appeals from the character of a speaker. And we established ethos through association, connotation, and also the connection with the speaker with someone else. Also, ethos is established through metaphor, experience, knowledge, authority, and appearance, using character, credibility, and ethics to persuade. Pathos. And this is the emotions of the audience. Emotions operate diametrically opposite, but they are complementary pairs. For example, fear and anger. For example, hope and fear, anger and pity, shame and pride. Using emotions and passion to persuade. Then we have number 3, the logos. This one is the logical appeal. Okay, using logical reasoning and evidence to persuade. So we can also argument from knowledge, authority, probability, experience, opposition, and analogy. Okay, so this is the triangle according to Aristotle. And the top 3 principles of speech writing we include audience is more important than speakers. So we have to keep this in mind. Number 2, emotions are more powerful than logic. What does it mean, this one? That there are many emotions that can appeal to the logical or the speech writer or the audience. And for example, hopes, fear, anger, or affection, pride, and shame. Okay? So this is the according to emotions. And number 3, less is more. What does it mean? That it means that you need to leave the audience space to think about what you are saying, to find their own connections and paint their own picture. Top 3 golden rhetorical devices. What are those top? The rule of the 3. What does it mean on this one? Okay, that you have to keep in mind you, the audience, and the message you want to transmit. Imaginary. So you have to use a lot of imagination in order to create that speech. And contrast. You can make contrast also in order to create a picture in the audience mind. About chapter 2, we say the craft of speech writing. These starting principles of speech writing, we say don't start writing too soon. What does it mean? That you have to investigate first a lot in order to start writing, okay? First of all, investigate. Number two, the speaker is always right. Remember that you have to transmit a message. So you are always right as a speaker. Number three, take charge of the speech writing process. Remember that this is a process, okay? So don't work in isolation. Instead, absorb influences and welcome feedback. So you can give your speech, you write your speech and give it to someone else to read it for you and check if it is correct or not. Number four, separate creativity and rational parts of the process. What does it mean? Since we use different parts of our brain, by mixing the two, we reduced our effectiveness. So keep your creativity and critical facilities separate. And number five, we should keep our role and influence private. What does it mean? We should keep, uh, you don't have to tell too many people on what you are writing something. Okay, maybe you can trust someone else that he or she can give you the feedback, but try to keep it private. How to write a speech. And remember that this is always a process. So number one, researching the speaker, issue, and audience. So you have to research about what you are going to speak, and also you have to research about the audience who's going to be in front of you. Number two, setting a clear aim for the speech. So you may set the aim of your speech for the audience. Three, discovering the big idea for the speech. Just remember they said that you have to use the creativity in order to discover that big idea you want to tell the audience. Number four, organizing the arguments. And this is always. So you need to organize it, what is coming first, then after that, and at the end. Number five, writing the first draft. And this is very important. Is this always the same, okay? So you write the first draft, check it, grammar and everything, in order to be sure that this is correct. Chapter number 3, the art of persuasion. What is this? Okay, the key to persuasion can be summed up in two simple words: audience focus. Keep that in mind. Audience focus. Number 2, arguments come down to three things: intuition, emotion, and reason. So we have to keep this in mind too. Remember, intuition, emotion, and reason. Why? And these are the easy to follow 4 steps of persuasion. What's number 1? Grabbing and holding the audience attention. Okay? Attention is crucial to communication, any communication activity. If no one is listening, why bother communicating at all? Okay, so this is very important. Number 2, security acceptance. Make the audience feel important by reinforcing the idea that it is them who are start of the date. Okay. And number 3, winning agreement. Avoid confronting your audience too directly. Instead, try to present the illusion of the argument. Number 4, motivating action. This one, you need to motivate the action you're doing. Construct your speech around a robust framework of rewards and punishment. Okay, if they want to listen to you, so you reward them. But if they don't want to listen to you, forget it about. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you will have questions for our live class. Thank you for attending us.